Hello there! So today we're going to be talking about die-cast, and we're going to be talking about Corgi die-cast. And as you can see, I have 5 model vehicles on the turning table thing, all ready to be talked about. Yes, we have here in the background the Peugeot 205 Rally. We have here the Renault 5 Turbo. We have here the Toyota Celica Supra. We have here the Ferrari 308 GTS, and here the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. Now each one of these comes from the early 80s. You can see that this one here does have the later 80s packaging. So what we're going to be talking about obviously is every car we're going to have a close look at. And I want to talk a little bit about the Corgi history of why they changed from this, what I feel to be the pinnacle of their packaging, to this rather, well, disappointing packaging. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this thing.
Hello there.
Okay, so this is the Ferrari 308 GTS, model number 298. Or is it? What do you mean, Simon? Well, I did think that maybe this was the Magnum PI 308, but it does seem that Corgi released 2 different versions. You had the 298, which was the Magnum PI Ferrari, and that came in 2 different styles of packaging, one with sort of like the Tom Selleck Magnum PI promotional stuff on top of the box, and one with just the standard generic Corgi box of the time. That came out in 1982, but Corgi also released model number 378, and I do believe that this is number 378. There was several different versions of it, but what kind of gives it away is the towing hook here on the back. Now the Magnum PI one did not have the towing hook, so Magnum was not able to go on vacation with his caravan. Really, putting a towing hook on the back of a Ferrari is an interesting decision, because I don't think anyone would ever tow anything with a Ferrari. Well, not out of choice anyway. So there you go. I think unfortunately I don't have the Magnum PI version. I would like to get one in its packaging, but they are rather expensive. I've had a look on eBay and I see them going for about 150 euros, something like that, whereas this one cost me 8 euros for a loose example. And it's good enough to say, hey, I believe that Magnum would have driven around in something like this. Now, unfortunately, the doors don't open, but we do get the, well, I was going to say bonnet, but it's not, is it? It's the back engine bay there, the rear engine bay. And it does have the pop-up lights, which are activated by a little lever here underneath. And if we push that forwards, up come the lights. Unfortunately, they should be sort of silver, but either that has rubbed away or it was never applied to this particular model. I think I will be getting my paintbrushes out and just adding a little bit of silver paint to that to highlight those headlights. And I also want to put just a little bit of yellow here where the Ferrari badge would be. That would be a nice little touch. Other than that, it is a really, really nice model. I don't obviously agree with having the tow bar there on the back, but yeah, I do like it, however. And I will be pretending, as I say, that this is the Magnum PI model. And you never know, down sometime I may come across the actual 298 version and be getting that. There were quite a few different versions of this. This is obviously the plain version, but they also had one with Ferrari written on the front, I believe, and with the Italian flag also on the front. And I do vaguely remember having that one as a kid. Now, whether I had it or my brother had it, I don't remember, but I do remember having it in my box of cars. No idea what happened to it. I did think that I had it in a box here, but I've been searching for it, can't find it. So there you go. But I do prefer this one being a Ferrari in Ferrari red without any weird decals on it. So there you go. That is the Ferrari. Now, next, obviously here, the Mercedes-Benz SL 300 or 300 SL even. Lovely underneath there, Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, made in Great Britain. Now it does have a little button here which allows you access to the bonnet, so you can see the engine in the front there. It's a nice little detail. Obviously you can also pick it up and just flap it open, but everyone likes a little gadget, don't they? Fortunately the rear boot doesn't open, but the gull-wing doors do. This is quite an old model. I don't think they're going to stay open. Okay, one's going to stay open. But again, obviously that's the feature of the Mercedes 300, that it had these gull-wing doors. So it's quite nice that they obviously had, well, they obviously had to put it in on this this model, otherwise what would be the point of making it? Right, okay, so year of this model and what's it all about. This is model number 811 from Corgi, and it came out in 1983. Now, I'm not sure when I got my version of it, probably mid-1980s, I would think. This is my childhood version, but I don't have the box anymore or any further information. I do believe that they also made this in red, but obviously to be true to Mercedes, it has to be in silver, as much as the Ferrari has to be in red. So there you go, and that's the Mercedes 300 SL. And here we have the last of my loose cars. This is the Toyota Celica Supra, and it's a very, very nice model. Again, like the Ferrari, it has the towing hitch on it, but you're probably more likely to put a tow bar on your Toyota than you are on your Ferrari. I'm going to just move the camera up so it's a bit better in angle. There we go. Isn't that nice? Should have done that earlier. Sorry about that. Now, this is then model 258, and it was first released in 1984. And this is a very nice model. We do get an opening boot on it. We also get opening doors, which is very nice. In the boot, there is a parcel shelf, which I believe you can flick that open there. Oh, click it open, stay open, and then you have an extra bit of boot space and a spare wheel, which is an awesome bit of detail for what is basically a child's toy. Underneath there you see Toyota Celica Supra, unfortunately plastic bottom, not die cast, and this does have pop-up lights, front lights, same as the Ferrari, but on this one, this is a lovely little detail, little gadget. You can push down on the front and they pop up like that. It's a shame they didn't do that with the Ferrari, but hey, having the lever is also not so bad. Wake up. Love it. I think it's just on one wheel. Oh no, it's both wheels you have to push up. So there you go, and there's the Toyota Celica Supra. And now we come into the end stretch of the video, I guess, and that's with these two. Now these are two recent acquisitions and additions to my collection. Amazing what you can pick up secondhand for a few euros. I think they were about 20 euros each, including sending cost. So very happy about that. Now, I'm going to begin with, why did Corgi change from what I believe to be the best packaging, the packaging from sort of like the late or mid 70s to mid 80s, or actually 1983 they stopped doing this, and they changed it to this terrible packaging. You had, obviously, from the 1960s when they began, they used to have this sort of packaging that I have. This is a new edition, a re-release edition, but with the original style packaging there. This is good, but I do prefer this style where you can actually see the vehicle through the bubble. Now, the reason why they changed this is because in 1983 Corgi actually went bust, and they had a buyout and they changed themselves to Corgi Toys. So in 1984 they started using this style of packaging, a complete new rebrand. You can see here the old Corgi logo with the Corgi was then changed to this logo with two cars sort of driving out of a road sign. I guess the idea is pretty cool, just an updating, but man, I just love this black boxes with the yellow and the red, the vibrant colors. Just really pops. It was and this is just terrible, unfortunately. It's the same as I have the James Bond DB5. My original childhood one also came in a box like this, but a few years ago I threw the box away because I just don't want to display it. It just looks, yeah, just does nothing for me, and put it like that. So, right, anyway, saying that, we're going to start with looking at the Peugeot. Now, this box has been opened, I believe, because it comes open quite easily. I've had to clean everything up. It was all very dirty. Such are things that we buy on eBay, second hand. But there we go. Isn't she lovely? Now on this one, the doors do open, and the rear opens to expose that wonderful Group B rally engine, held in still with those funky plastic clips. They're still quite flexible. Now I'm going to leave it in there for two reasons. One, I have a loose example here, and two, I'm actually going to gift this to someone, and I don't want to be responsible breaking the packaging when they can do that themselves. And knowing the person I'm gifting it to, he probably will throw the box away. Now, the reason why I'm going to gift it to this particular person is because he gave me this one, which was my childhood version. Why did someone else have my childhood version? Because that person is my brother. And I do feel a bit guilty that I took this away from him, and when he had it in a nice little collection of his own. Unfortunately, the back is broken on this one. It's held on with a little bit of sticky tape. Because this got well played with. This got well played with back in the day. A little bit of blue tack underneath, not sure why. But yeah, love it. I do love a bit of Corgi. So yeah, that's the Peugeot. One more to look at. And yes, obviously, we've already seen it a few times in the video, but this is the Renault 5 Turbo. Now, I did buy this one for my brother because he also has an affinity for the Renault 5 Turbo, but I've fallen in love with the box and the packaging, so I think I'm going to keep this one and give him the Peugeot. But I won't be seeing him until the summertime, So from time of recording, that's going to be in about 6 months time, 6-7 months. So maybe by that time I'll be bored of looking at it. Now, again, I'm not sure if this has been opened, but it does open quite easily. Oh my God, he's opening it on camera. I've already done this once and opened it. Unfortunately, the box is damaged with the window. Obviously, it's come loose and it's got a big crack in it. I was going to put this back in it, but I'm still not 100% sure. I could just quite easily glue it in, but I'll show you later why I might not be doing that. Again, the car's held in with those fancy little clips that just clip into the wheels. And you notice also that all the Corgi models had all the same wheels. It's the same style wheels, different tires, same style wheels. Oh no, these ones are slightly different, but same style wheels. Didn't notice that before. Nice that the Ferrari gets a different style of wheel. But there we go. This one also, you can open the back. But this one's never been opened, so it might be, there we go. It's a little bit stiff. Nice, lovely, shiny engine in there. And the door's open to reveal a lot of fluff and dirt. So I think I'm going to be cleaning this one out with a bit of a toothbrush or something. So obviously it has been opened at some stage, or the window was so badly damaged that it didn't keep the dust out. So there you go. And we can always put this back in here. Oh, the Renault Turbo is model number 307. I'll put all the model numbers in the description below, so if you're interested in Corgi and a little bit of history, just have a look in the description below. Right, anyway, so and that kind of finishes this video up. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you've managed to make it this way through this video and you like diecast like I like diecast, or you like retro toys like I like retro toys, then do please subscribe to the channel. Then you'll be able to see all my videos quite easily. Right, okay, thanks again for watching, and I shall see you on the next one.